Say it again. What we're talking about is faith despite the haters. Now, there may be some people in here you like, what's a hater? So I'm going to help you out. A hater is a person who thrives on showing hate towards, criticizing, or belittling other people or things. I'm going to say it again. A person who thrives on showing hate towards, criticizing, or belittling other people or things. And most of the time, it's done unfairly. Now, before I go any further, let me just say this about this message. This message is for all the dreamers in here who dare to dream the dream that God has placed in their heart despite being surrounded by opposition, snakes, haters, issues that's trying to take them down. Do I have any dreamers in here? This message is also for those dreamers who you believe all that, but now lately you've been starting to wonder, do you really have what it takes? You know, there's some people who they've started this year off with a little bit of drama. You heard the word of the Lord, but how many of you know Satan come immediately to steal that word? Now, one of the things I want to point out to you here is 3 distinct things that I'm going to talk about as it relates to haters. I want you to notice one thing is we're going to look at the life of Jesus here, but I want you to notice that Jesus came and his purpose for coming was to do good. In fact, the reason why he came was so that you and I could live. How many of you know you don't get what you deserve? If you don't know that, let me just educate you really quick. The fact that you're sitting here right now means that you've gotten something that you don't deserve. Because all of us have sinned and come short of the glory of God. God did not have to do anything for us. But he sent his son Jesus to die on the cross to fix the mess that men made. Nobody forced Adam and Eve to fool in the garden. And instead of Jesus just saying it and God just saying, you know what, you did that, you know, you made your bed, lie in it. He sent his son Jesus to fix it. So if that's Jesus' purpose on the earth, why is it that he's running into some haterade? Come on, have you ever been in that situation where you are here you showing up to work to do your job, but yeah, you can't get your coffee on your desk before you dealing with some haterade? Especially when people find out you're a Christian. Because now they want to watch every little thing you did. Ooh, you drank that coffee and you didn't pray to your God. I thought you was saved. First thing I want to point out to you is that there will always be opposition. Opposition will always be around you. Now here, if you're looking at the life of Jesus again, of course, his purpose and what he's trying to do is he's here to do good. But I want to submit to you this as well. How many of you believe that this is your year of breakout? How many of you are in expectation that you're going to the next level? How many of you are expecting to not be in the same place in a month that you are today? How many of you are going to make a demand on the Spirit of God and the power of Jesus Christ's blood to make some change in your life? How many of you believe that before your mother knew your daddy, God had a plan for you? And it's bigger than anything you could imagine. How many of you know we serve a God who can do exceeding abundantly above everything you can figure out, you can think? And you know, we can think up a whole lot of stuff. I know when they had that big old lotto thing. Now, we're just going to keep it real up in here, right? Every time that little thing, once it got up to like $1 billion or something crazy like that, you know, I started to think of what would I do. I don't know how many conversations my husband and I had about what we would do if we won that lotto. Now, we did not buy a ticket. Let me just clarify. For those of you haters that's waiting for me to say something, I'm just kidding. Everybody here is lovers. Okay. But we can think a whole lot of stuff. But my question is to you, are you ready for the next level? Because you got to recognize, in order to go to the next level, you got to be ready for the next level. See, a lot of us are believing for the next level, but we too sensitive to get there. Ooh. Don't you know that new levels come with new devils? You ever notice that the higher you go, the more people start talking about you? The more influence you have and the more influence that God gives you, the more opinions people will have. It's getting quiet up in here already.